Hi guys, Dani here, and today I will be playing Stanley Parable for the very first time. The Deluxe Ultimate Edition, I believe is what it's called. I'm looking, I can't see it. Something like that came out today, so I've been waiting for this version. I've been wanting to play this game for a while. It's been recommended to me a lot, but I held off on the Deluxe Edition to come out, so we are going to be playing that today. Also, stuff has already happening before I've even started the game. It said, hang on, before we get started, can I just say something? Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you booted up the game. Yeah, because I did set it, I did earlier open it. No problem, you're welcome. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set at 12 and call it a day. Well, not me, baby, because it could be important or something. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. That's how I know that you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. They're correct. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Okay, we're already starting deals. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see the screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead, pick whichever time you want, even if it's not the correct time. You've earned it. All right, I'll let you get back to the video game now. Okay. All right. Okay, so this, yes, okay, it was called Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. The end is never. Or, okay.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
I'm gonna mess it up.
This is what employee 427 did every day,
427.
every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Nice. Also, Night Fox, thanks so much for the resub.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
Oh, God.
Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
What does that say? I hate Mondays. Can I jump? Is E grab stuff? Okay, well, we'll go, I guess. Hello? 429. I'm 427, right? And I'm Stanley. It's me. I'm Stanley.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. I like work. I just hate my boss. Oh, shit. Am I going backwards? Okay, I'm running. I'm going. Okay. Also, my mouse setup keeps falling off of my thing. But it's fine. This is spooky. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I can't go back. I've made my choice. Okay. Alright. Oh, I don't like that room. Okay.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
No. Well, maybe I'll drink. Ha ha ha.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room.
Shut up!
A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
No,
Really worth it.
I'm looking at cold drink.
Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality.
No.
It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Because of me. Okay.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room.
And it was
took
amazing.
the first open door on his left to get back to business. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Ooh. Okay, this looks much more interesting than Office Places. Do not jump from the cargo lift while in motion will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lifts. I don't think I can
Look,
even
Stanley,
jump.
I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
No.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I
wanna
realize
jump
that
off so
investing your
badly.
trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? What? I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it.
I don't
Let me
trust like
prove
that.
that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
I don't know. Danger, danger everywhere. Okay. If you say so. Okay. Hello? I think I can only go through open doors. I don't think I can open closed doors. Oh no. Red
Now
or
listen
blue
carefully,
door.
this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
But did he though? But did he though?
Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Are you sure about that? Blue's my favorite color, you know.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Sure he
All
did.
right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to
Yes.
find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Oh no, it's nothingness.
You see?
Ooh.
There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place.
Fourth wall
Broken
breaking.
rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Yeah.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yeah.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see.
It's true, I
Help me
did.
here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees?
Maybe.
Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
I want blue
Tell you
doors.
what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Okay, I'll do that.
There we go.
Ooh.
A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before.
It's cool.
Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Actually, you work so hard. You work so hard. You work so hard on the other stuff. Oh.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Okay. It was. Well, what is this? Please rate your experience. I don't know. You've been awfully sassy.
A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that?
It's not up to me, huh?
I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Okay. Oh. Whoa, okay, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, golly. Okay, first. Oh, offline in total. Oh no. Where? Okay. Did you know 21% of the players skipped the intro sequence? Only the worst 3% chose the blue door. 98. Oh no. How long does it take you to get to the correct door? Compete against others to improve your Stanley Parable career. You are objectively 9,328 out of 9,328. Friends list is out. He's roasting me! Oh my god. Okay, well, let's see the middle one then, I guess.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
I'm gonna be so honest. You didn't have to roast me.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on.
Yes,
and now
try
would be
hard to
a lovely
please me.
opportunity to give it some play testing.
Okay.
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Sure.
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Oh my god.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right. And if he reaches the fire, you fail.
Okay.
It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life.
Interesting.
I think the art world will really take notice.
Okay.
But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
Yeah, I'll
Be sure
definitely
to
do
keep
that.
notes on your experience.
Uh-huh.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if
Spite.
it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable.
so.
Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. What do we have here? Yes.
Positive, thanks so much for the
This seems
gifted
like
sub.
it'll
Thank you,
work.
thank you.
Let's give it a shot.
Okay, what are we playing? What are we playing? Oh no!
Ah,
Firewatch!
what do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
Yo, I know everything about it. I just played this game.
Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must
Oh
be
my
it.
God.
What a fascinating venture into the experience of total
Delilah
mental
here?
depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it
Uh-huh.
seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
What the heck? Okay. I'm playing Firewatch again. Hey, the S's. Oh, my wife. You can't jump. Got your first achievement. I know, I keep hitting spacebar. It's very sad. Okay, well, let's go. I can't remember what my wife's name was. Laura, maybe? Let's go.
Oh, no. No, it can't be.
What? What's wrong? Is it somebody watching me?
It is. It's an open world game. Good
Yay!
God, quickly block it off.
No.
Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call.
Well,
You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions.
It
No
would've been
path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's
Okay.
find another game.
Okie
Preferably
dokie.
something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Okay. I mean, does the wife's name
I
really
think
matter if he was
this
planning on
will be
cheating on her
just the thing.
anyway? Fair.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly
Is
what
this
I had in
Rocket?
mind.
It is Rocket
Just a
League.
nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost
I
here.
should be a
now
car,
this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Okay, then I have to. I actually have to get lost. I'm gonna go for
Okay,
it.
so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing
it's
that there's
soccer.
a ball of some kind back here. Is
Yeah.
this game sports ball?
Yeah.
Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what
Yeah.
fun.
It would
we
be
shall
if you
run the
gave me the
bases
ball.
and do a touchdown together.
Okay.
Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Where? Ooh, yes. Okay, well, I want to be blue team, so let's try to... I'm so fast now! Okay, we should definitely get it in the orange goal because I should be blue. Whee! Bah! I'm winning! Oh, I can go with it. I'm escaping! I'm escaping! Alpha testing. Oh,
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you.
oh this
How
gives
will
me
you
Portal.
write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
This is really giving me Portal. Okay, I love it. I love it. Filing cabinets. Please rate your experience. I guess we should just wander off in a direction, eh? It's pretty dark over here. Whoop, I fell. Oop, 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 oop. Okay. Oh, golly. Sure is dark. Am I in a horror game now? Okay, we have that, or we have this. Okay. Here we go in. We're walking. Ooh. What's over here? Something's glowing. Is it a computer? Oh my god. Hacker voice, I'm in. I'm in! I can't see is a bit of a problem. Okay, well, that's fine. Let's go not the light.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Am I moving? I cannot tell if I'm moving or not. I think I am. Oh, nope. Okay. Oh, did I start over? Was that an ending? Did I get an ending? Lost in the dark ending?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I would never be fired. I'm so good at my job
Look,
at clicking
Stanley, I
buttons.
think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong... But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do,
There's a bit of fall
Stanley
damage.
left from the platform and plunged to his
There
death.
is a bit of fall damage.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I think so too. Okay, here we go. I'm ready.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps
to
we've
go.
gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the
true.
fact is that
It's
the
true.
story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Who?
Someone you've forgotten about.
Who is it?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
Okay.
Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Her, Delilah.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let
Okay.
her back into your life.
Who's
She's
her?
been waiting.
Who? Whomst? Who is it? I got a girl on the other side. Where is she? She waiting for me back home.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Okay. Huh?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
Bread!
Oh,
Fresh baked bread!
Okay,
Can't
there we
move.
go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
Maybe.
Who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Okay. Yeah, I'm baiting with the promise of a maiden. Low.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
I did? It's probably a fire hazard. Press U on the keyboard. Why would I do that? Okay, I can't throw a tantrum. I guess I gotta.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
I'm just getting roasted. Press O. Is this gonna be spelling something?
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
I've been
Now
tricked!
he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch.
And
Now
drinking a Dr.
he's
Pepper.
going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
What? How long until it registers as me not pressing a button? I can't believe he said I just press buttons and do nothing else. I gotta.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures.
I'm ready for an
From behind
adventure.
his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Pretty brutal.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
Where's the
First, he
TV?
imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth.
Ooh, that.
The
Oh.
thought excited him terribly.
So is the time for the real time? Spend time with the boys. Interesting.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At
Yup.
last, choice.
And then I made the wrong one.
It barely even mattered what lay behind each door.
Oh, you're
The
teaching me a
mere
lesson.
thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Oh, okay. It's all in my head.
As he wandered through this fantasy world,
whoa.
he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls.
Oh, that's what I saw.
And
Okay.
down another was a yellow line that weaved
TM.
in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby.
I've been on that
and he
one.
called it the Stanley Parable.
So is the narrator me then? And I'm telling myself a story? Or is this just like a writer and a story?
It was such a wonderful
Kid's a
fantasy.
story.
And so in his head, he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end. That
Well.
he might always feel this free.
We might get that
Surely
wish.
there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Calling me out. Tell your wife you love her. I love you.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one.
And what's fantasy? Why? To go to sleep. Okay.
And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world, he can never be anything but an observer.
I wanna see
that as
something in
long as he
there.
remains here, he's slowly killing himself.
So you want me to break out?
But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this.
Okay.
Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see?
I
Can you
had
just
to
not
do
hear
it.
me?
I had to do it
How
to
can I
him.
tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself?
Oh,
How can I get
Jesus.
him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Question nothing, I guess. What if now I don't hit anything and I actually question everything? I think the thing is, you either have to wait a very long time or you really don't have a choice in the matter. I think This isn't a illusion of choice, unless you have to wait like a unbearably long time. Okay, I guess a
I
question.
suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to.
Dang.
But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley.
Okay.
We're not so different, I suppose.
Okay.
I'll try once more to convey all this to him.
I'm compelled
to. I must.
I must.
Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Might be. Oh my god. That was somehow more brutal than falling off the thing. Okay, yeah, I think the time you set in the beginning is the actual time. Okay, let's do it, but then let's
All of his
not
co-workers were gone. What
answer
could it
the phone
mean?
call.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Broke it.
Perhaps he had simply
4:30.
missed a memo.
Where is 4:30? Oh, here we go.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
I guess so.
Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No,
Yeah.
no. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A
Why not?
measly 5 clicks.
Okay.
Now, suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Here I go! My power level's over 50 clicks!
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be
Okay.
a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley.
Okay,
I want to
okay.
see commitment.
Okay.
A willingness to go all
100
the
clicks, you
way,
got
no
it.
matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Okay, 20 clicks into door 417. 417. 417. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
437, 437, 437. 437, 437, 437, 437. 437. 43. If I was for. Oh, couple times.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
415, 415, 415, 415, 415, 415, 415. Oh, wait, if I go out here. No, it's okay. 415. 415? 415?
Now, back to door number 437.
437, 437, 437, 437.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
Where's the copy machine? Where is it? Where is it? I hear it. Oh,
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
okay. 417, 417, so 417. Okay.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
But how? Oh, yes.
Yes! This is great!
Yes!
You're putting it all on the line, Stanley.
Yes!
I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
416, 416, 416, 417.
We've almost got it!
Yes!
Now the copy machine, do that one again!
Yes! I shall do that. This is probably pointless, but I'm having the best time of my life.
Finish it off, Stanley! Yes! 5 clicks on door 430!
Okay! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5!
Yes! We did it!
Yes!
Oh, wow. That felt amazing.
Wow, oh my gosh.
Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes,
It's
I'm very
true.
proud of how far
Thank
we've come
you.
today.
Thank
Just
you.
think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5
It's
little
true.
clicks.
I was an
really
idiot.
Now. What were you thinking?
I don't know, I was so stupid. Nothing like a little post-achievement clarity. I just want to breeze through
Stanley
it. Is what
felt
I want.
lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before. Was it this room? A connection between the two? Could a man love a room?
Was that the same?
I mean, truly, truly, deeply.
Wait, this was not the same.
Madly. Love. That's her, Stanley.
Okay,
You
well,
need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you
Just
can
unplug
truly
the-
place your...
Just
Oh,
unplug.
no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone?
I don't know.
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that?
I don't know.
You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything.
Really?
I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices?
I am, though.
What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for
Oh,
so
no.
long.
Could
If
be
you'd made
eaten.
any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making.
don't
Or did
know.
you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Okay.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read.
That one sounds
Which
good.
choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic.
Sure, I'll
If
never
you
do
find
that.
yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real.
Okay.
Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
My goodness, it's 4:30?
Excellent.
Oh.
Making choices
so-
on a regular
Oh.
basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Okay. My goodness, it's
Welcome
4:30
back.
already?
You may have noticed that this room has begun to
I'm having a
deteriorate
back
as a
sack and
result
crack.
of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now
Okay.
that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Okay. Danger everywhere. Stop. 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 Okay. Is it too late? Okay. Here we go. Okay. Oh, we're gonna go out and go back in? Okay. Wait, what? So you don't wa- okay, I guess I'll get on the lift again. Okay. Sure.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying.
No!
Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story.
They baby
That
gated
story
me.
would make no sense
I hate
at
it.
all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction
going out.
gets any
We're going
worse.
out.
Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
We're not going out. I can't believe they baby gated me. Baby gate. Okay. Okie dokie. Can I break through this? Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop! Okay. Okay. Lovely mountains. The actual time.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
The door on the left, eh? But what if I would have raised some hell? Oh, I really have to.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
All right.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Whoa. Oh, this is probably fine. Oh, am I breaking reality? Hell yeah, I want to break reality. Okay. I don't want to. Okay. All right. Of the meeting board.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that?
Funsies.
What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Oh, golly. I can't get up here. There was a way to go through that door, probably, if I hadn't taken so long.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it.
Yeah.
That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
A little bit.
My story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious.
Wow.
It would have been so perfect.
Sounds
I worked
cool.
so hard on it. I tried so hard to make... behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
think I can. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I
No!
don't think...
Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Just behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly.
I feel like this door is
going to
open eventually.
First. I'm quite sure
going
you'll be
through
up
it.
to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. I'll do that.
No! Why did you do that?
I don't
Quickly,
know.
hurry back.
Is it just going to keep resetting me
Just
over and
behave
over
exactly
again
as
until I do
Stanley
it?
would.
Hello? Oh.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of
Talk
disbelief,
less.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Oh, wait, am I really on that fast track to... There was, like, a door. I wonder if I could have, like, gotten on top of one of the chairs and, like, made it there. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header and throw some bevel on all the text. This will ensure a calm and productive work environment. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Is that true? Oh, I think the slide is over. Number of slides on this slide. Not that many, huh? Okay. Okay. Put it in the closet. Okay. Did we just take
Coming
the
to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. I don't know where that is. Guess it's probably an open door, huh? Ooh. This is fancy.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Butts.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
I'm trying. Nighthawk 115? Nighthawk?
I'm sorry, is there a problem?
I don't think my...
You didn't mishear me, did you?
No.
Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
I'll try. Nighthawk 115?
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously.
Or
if you
am I
didn't want
never
to see what I
speaking
had
up?
to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You... When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice.
What's happening?
I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Is everything all right?
Is everything all...
Stanley, this is important.
He broke.
The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me?
I was him all
Is
along.
just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do.
kinda
I simply
sad.
need you to take that step forward, please.
I got credits
Choose.
though, so I feel like I'd
Do something.
do something.
Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it.
He's so sad.
So, you hear me? Are you there? You listening to this, Stanley?
I
Are you
am.
there?
It's me.
Okay.
I'm okay.
It's okay. I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice.
Yeah.
That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do.
Okay.
Take as much time as you
Now,
need.
I'm wondering if we do exactly everything. We either don't pick up the phone or we unplug it again, and then we try to go, yeah, I've reset now. We try to go through the table. Unfortunately, I don't, because sometimes you can, like, get up
How
on
wonderful.
stuff.
Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted.
What? Oh, input received, eh? Or we could go
The
through...
lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps too majestic. Like a combination of a much smaller version and a much larger version of this exact room. It all made Stanley uncomfortable, and he started to bleed a little. This made him smile. At last, proof that he was human.
I have no words. Let's continue.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first
Did you
open door on
think you
his
got all the
left.
phone endings? Okay, so maybe we just take the door on my left.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
I did do that.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Then I'll go right. Oh, he's just making shit up now. Okay.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
He's messing with me.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Oh, we're down. We're below. Oh, we're not below. These are the vans. Whoa. Horror section. Horror section.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to,
Fired.
Oh, who am I kidding? It's all
104
rubbish
was
now.
fired.
The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay,
know.
from the top.
I did spoil the game. Okay, well, does that mean I did everything with the
All
left
of his
door? We should do
co-workers
the right
were
door
gone.
now? Okay, let's see what he has in store for us.
When Stanley... Wait.
Whoa,
Wait,
whoa,
what?
whoa, whoa,
No,
whoa.
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change?
Yeah.
Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
I don't know.
Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Okay. I want this one more than anything. Let's find the story. Okay. I don't know. Okay. We're in the back rooms now. Jesus. Oh, okay. Everyone knows what you did.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
I know. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, so I did something with the computers that actually matter.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. I'm gonna just keep touching the computers in case this does something. It's a lot less computers this time. And the input only gave me one. Was this here the last? Maybe it was. Now I'm questioning everything. I'm like, I don't know. What was there and what hasn't been there?
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong.
There's no doors.
It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay. Alright. Hello? Okay. Back to my office then?
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
Okay, here it comes.
No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Okay. Well... Okay, sometimes if you go back... Okay, it's gonna be nothingness. We're just going in a circle. Oh, nope, it's filthy.
Now
We're
this...
in a cabin?
Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story?
I don't
think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley?
Yeah.
Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yay!
Congratulations!
I won!
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job.
Thank you.
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is.
It's
I
a
don't
murder
care what
cabin.
might happen this time. I have to restart. All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
Cool.
Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Yeah. Oh, this is what he was talking about. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna touch this computer every time, though. The line. The line. Well, now I want to go this way. There's gonna be no doors.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go to the line. Don't you worry. Not gonna get lost. I'm in the line. Solitaire. I wanna play. Okay. Okie dokie. Is the line trademarked? It sure seems that way. The line TM. Okay. If I go up to the top.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
To destiny.
Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, Are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me.
Okay.
Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa, 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 whoa,
Possibly.
whoa. Hang on. That got a bit
No,
weird
no, you're
back
onto
there.
something there.
Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Stop! Exactly here. Okay. Oh my god.
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay. I got it. It's in my mind. Okay. That was very jaunty music.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The
Yeah,
story?
we're looking for it.
Is any of this ringing a bell?
Whoa. Okay, this is back to... Oh no, it took me all the way back to the beginning! Maybe the Stanley Parable is right here. It was here all along. The Stanley Parable or the Stanley Parable we made along the way. You know? Okay. Well, actually, this is different. Isn't it? Oh, right back here, eh?
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us?
Line,
After we
TM?
trusted you. After everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Okay. Wait a minute. So the fern is important. That's interesting. Okay. Gotta click the computers. Gotta.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for
Yeah.
us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Okay. We're in the back rooms again. You took a
Yes, this
snapshot of the
is
fur.
exciting. Just me
Nice.
and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go
Firewatch.
wild. Use your imagination.
We are in the back.
Whatever it might be, Stanley. I'm ready for it.
Okay, I'm using my imagination.
Oh, no, not you again.
The line.
Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No
awesome.
lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Don't acknowledge it. Okay. What line? I don't see a line. Holy shit. Okay.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision.
Make
From
a wrong
here,
one.
the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact,
Okay.
I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going?
Well,
And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
The confusion ending. You've been playing the confusion ending for 17 minutes. The game restarts on its own. Oh my god, it's literally all like... Look at that. Deviate from the maintenance room. End up in monitor room. Narrator restarts the game. First restart. I'm trying not to go in because I think it'll trigger it. Fourth restart. Sixth restart. Eighth restart. The narrator's gone. After a long time, Stanley dies. Okay, hold on. Attempt. Okay. Narrator starts the game. There's no longer an office, simply blank space. Wander in blackness. Find a bookstore. Get bored and leave. Narrator restarts the game. Oh no. Find the confusion ending schedule. Narrator starts the game. Narrator forgets about previous restarts. Stanley attempts to play the story, but is prevented. Unable to go anywhere or do anything. The game restarts on its own. Sixth restart. Find the line again. Begin following the line. Find identical replica of the office that has begun to deteriorate. Attempt to make up a story here. Narrator restarts. So it looks like narrator's going to restart a bunch of times. And Stanley is going to die after finding a bookstore in the darkness.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending?
Seems so.
And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
Seems so.
That's really how all this goes?
I guess.
It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget?
Yeah.
Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall.
Yeah.
Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this?
God, it's gonna cut
Is it
off.
really- No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't
Oh, man.
do it.
Now we're
I
just
won't
gonna
do it.
die
I won't
slowly.
do it.
Okay.
And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it?
Yay!
Did we break the cycle?
We did it!
The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay.
Okay.
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now.
Maybe.
We'll find out, won't we?
Might be onto
Eventually.
something.
Well, in the meantime, if you...
Oh, there's two of those. I wonder if we get enough of those, something happens. Okay, well, if there's like 20 endings, I've definitely only got a couple of
When
them.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. We'll do it. To the meeting room.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Why? Oh, why? Why?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Alright. I didn't think that was gonna open. It just had a name.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything.
It's
At
true.
least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA. Are you really still in the broom closet?
I am.
Standing around doing nothing? Why?
Yes.
Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I'm just enjoying
You
looking
do
at the duct
realize
tape.
there's no choice or anything in here, right?
That's
If
good
I'd
duct
said
tape.
Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely
And
no
I believe you.
significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
I'm hearing you. I'm seeing you.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe
got it all
when you
figured
go
out.
talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Yeah, it's a good broom closet.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
That was so unnecessary.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
He's roasting
Hello?
me.
Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person
So you know
video
it's not
game
Stanley, you know it's a
mechanics
person.
and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Seems pretty quiet.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Unless...
You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls
the broom?
to. A fish?
Broom closet
fungus?
ending.
Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Uh-huh. Alright.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, I'm going to hell. Oh my god. Why is it, like, glowing? I'm in hell.
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
That's true.
He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it.
I'm in a video game.
I'm dreaming! He yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
Yeah.
So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Oh, God.
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that?
Yeah.
This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want.
It's all I want.
I want my apartment and my wife and my job.
It's a farce.
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
It's always been a farce.
My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Oh, God. Oh. Let's take a little nappy, but I'm...
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh. I'm good. It's good.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
I'm okay.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
Holy shit.
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this. So it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
What? Oh, yeah, okay. Very interesting. And, okay, now should we follow it to a T? After we
Already this was uncomfortable.
Oh.
And Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
New content. Well, we gotta go see the new content.
Oh, new content?
Yeah.
What does that mean, new content?
Oh god, it's scary. It's really scary. Can I close the door so I can get behind this stuff? Seems no. Okay. I can't see that close. Okay. Okay. Whoa, okay.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
It's a new content!
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Same, I guess.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing
Sketchy
special
elevator.
yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Okay. We're not going.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere? Oh, there we go. All right,
okay.
finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Okay.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if them...
tedious.
Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Okay, I'll give you the content. The jump circle. Oh my god, can we jump now?
All right, let's see it.
I can...
The jump circle?
Yay! New content! I can jump! Wow! We're having so much fun! Oh no! We're running out of jumps! Oh god! Oh, it's not as ultra or deluxe as we thought! Oh no! Only 5 more jumps! Oh no! I'm out of jump. Jump circle was fun while it lasted. Guess the content's over. Well, interesting. Maybe we can rig it. Where does the thing...
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
No more jumps. All out of jumps. Dang. Oh, another elevator. Sketchy.
Goodness, another elevator.
So what about this time?
Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else.
Reel it in. We have more to go.
I'm ready for whatever it is.
Ooh, we got a whiteboard. This is exciting stuff. Thank you for enjoying the new content.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid.
It was the
They
Ultra
could never
Deluxe,
have lived
I
up
think.
to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Oh. I keep thinking there's gonna be a reason we're crouching, but then there isn't. Okay. Okay.
Psst! Stanley! Come over here! In the vent! I want to show you something!
What if I don't? Oh, this is to the door. Okay. Sure. I like crawling through vents. Coffee. Nut. Okay. Oh, golly. Okay. Oh, God. Okay.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it.
What?
Just our little secret. Take a look.
Oh my God. What is this place?
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
The memory zone. Oh, wow.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone
Memory,
remind you
sweet
of how
memory.
wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was solid with a cheap
Steve.
re-release? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
There's one. Look, there's tape on that one. I don't know if you really won that one. Okay. Wow, our first kiss, my first car, the release of the Stanley Parable in 2013. Don't forget the Stanley Parable. The greatest wealth is memory. Oh my God, that's so funny. The original remake. Oh my God. Buy on Steam. Wait. That's so funny. Okay. Oh golly. Smile because it happened. A trip down memory lane. A $1. They're me first dollar. Demonstration. Wow. Unachievable. It is impossible to get this achievement. Go outside. Don't play for 5 years. Wow. Oh, remember when I died on the street? New video game releasing today. Creator surprisingly down to earth. Okay. Deals tough choices. Wow, it's like a museum for the Stanley Parable. Little benchy bench, little nice music. Is that a piano over there?
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
An hour of new elevator content. Oh, that's so funny. There's a downstairs. You know I do love going downstairs. The original. I don't want the door to close on me. Must go downstairs. Must. Oh. It was nothing. Okay. Oh yeah, remember the 2 doors? Wow. What a legend. The man, the myth, the legend. Remember this? Remember these 2 people? Oh wow. Person of the year. Okay. Alright. Oh, the door. The end is never. Ooh. People play games because of what they can do inside them, and your game is very good at letting them know they can't do anything. Literally anything.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com.
Oh, they're not really
The Stanley
stairs.
Parable is both a richly stimulating
pictures.
commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone. To spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Okay. I don't have a jump anymore. Unfortunate. My jump was taken away from me. There's nothing I can do. The Serious Room, 2013. Oh. Okay.
These were simpler times, Stanley.
We're gonna maintenance,
But I
aren't we?
wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
I don't know. Let's find out together. Cold drinks, that's what. Whoa.
Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Oh
Honestly,
no.
I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Agree, buddy. Big agree. Okay.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Oh no.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Oh, okay. Okay. Anything back here? Nope. Okay. I guess I'll hit it.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more... Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes?
I see.
It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked... Oh, Stanley, you're back.
Oh, no!
You're back.
You're back.
Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again.
My God.
Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with.
Jesus.
And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year.
Oh my
Have you ever
God.
sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all.
Uh-oh. 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 I've really done it now. Ugh, why is it beeping like that? Make it stop!
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability.
Well, this is sad.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
Hello? Oh, oh, oh. I hear. Oh, God. Well, maybe we'll get out of this yet. Oh, that's nice. How to escape? Oh, we don't have a jump, I guess. Oh, it's actually beautiful. Oh, I'm stuck in the foliage. Oh, God. I was hoping the room would erode enough. Souls in the Dam's probably fine. It's probably good. Oh, golly. Please let me skip. They're screaming in this one. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's time to escape, baby. I wonder if I stay here enough I can skip it. Nah, I think it's done for. It's time to escape! Whoa. Where? Remember when he's like, I hate open world games? I guess we just walk. I guess we just walk. Into the desert. Without water. So I guess I've been this far. Oh no! Does it feel... Oh. Well, that was some good Deluxe content. I guess we've started over.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
Okay. So this is still different. Okay. Ooh, new content. Okay, hell yeah.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign.
Yes.
I have something very exciting to show you.
Okay. Guess let's do it, buddy. Another elevator. Okay.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark. and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this Ultra Deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh, so sorry. I was looking the wrong way. So sorry, so sorry. The end is never.
See, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Okay. Testing 2 printers at the same time. Interesting. Wow, the computers are all fancy? Okay, welcome.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Uh-huh, I'm listening. Just the 2 of us. We can make it if we try. Just the 2 of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the 2 of us. You and I. Oh. That's funny. Okay. They're back. 2 doors. New content is out. New content part 2 is in. Okay. New hotness. Old and busted. Cool. Red section of the chart. Okay. Alrighty. The color red. Wow. Wow. They really... Thanks for attending my meeting. Okay. Neato. You really outdone yourself here. The Stanley Parable 2, it's 2 of them sitting in a chair. Okay.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
I saw the investor showcase. Sequels are good. Portal 2, Half-Life 2, Batman Arkham Asylum 2, City, Divinity Original Sin 2, Doom 2, Aladdin 2, Return of Jafar, Dark Souls 2. I have played almost all of these. The only one I haven't played is Half-Life 2, Doom 2, and I've not played Aladdin. Unless they're talking about the movie. Okay. Wow, the prequel to the Stanley Parable 2 is the sequel to it. Okay. This way to the show floor. But what if new content... Oh, I physically can't go this way. Dang. Wow, new features. Woohoo, wow. It's fancy. The password is 2222. Okay.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
But that QR code probably does take you to merch. Please, no screenshots. Stanley Parable 2, reassurance bucket. Okay. Man, there are a lot of places to go in here. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Wow.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want?
And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Speaks it? Okay.
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is.
Close.
Here, let's have you role play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature.
Okay.
Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
I am Jim.
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
I am.
If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Okay, but what if my name is Jim? I guess you don't have to try so hard to put yourself in these shoes then.
Jim.
Yeah, nailed it.
You
Hole
see?
in one.
What a thrill! What a
Wow.
rush! That was you!
It-
The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Jim.
Yes.
It hits even harder the second
do.
time.
I
If
do.
this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of
Too
this personal
emotionally
validation.
drained.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away.
No!
Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
Jim.
Well then, take my Jim button away. That's fine. I guess we're leaving now. Okay. Hear your name today. The perfect button. Okay, what else you got for me? There's so many exhibits.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
You heard Jim in the game. Okay. This looks like extra. Nice. I want to see the exhibits. No screenshots before I go. A whole new office. Red is the new orange. The baby is all grown up. Bankruptcy. The new updated ray trace, more of the same, but in a good way. Sequel to the consistent quality with just the right amount of change. Okay. New features, new contents, new ideas. The button that says the name of the player is playing the game. Jump circle, infinite hole. We get to do more of the jump circle? How are they just going to give us all that power? Office decorations.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Okay, well, someday.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday,
no.
step-niece, it is.
Okay, well, it's a bit catchy, I guess. Oh, jeez. They're
Or
everywhere.
actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Okay, free, new, plus easy achievement. I can't believe it's that simple. Well, I gotta get the achievement. Holy shit. I'm gonna get stabbed down here. Pull the lever, receive your new achievement. No more steps. It just works.
Now,
Okay.
here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Well, if you say so.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Uh-huh. I'm stuck back here. Free me. Okay, well, what a sight to behold. Okay, no achievement for us. It's fine. That's fine, I guess. Okay, do you think that the steps upwards are they gonna be the last?
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Infinite hole. The new jump circle.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's a... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
No! No! No content for us. There isn't up... Wait, have we been upstairs? You are here. Yeah. Yes? Let's do the infinite hole, or should we... That's new. Infinite hole. Settings world champion. Free achievement. Guess let's do the infinite hole before we go upstairs. So I do... No. Oh yeah, this is the balloon thing. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Ooh. Though it is an infinite black hole, so maybe I'm gonna get stuck in this forever. Oh god, this seems sketch.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
I don't know about it.
You see, isn't it wonderful?
It's delivering.
One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Oh.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Oh, okay. I thought for sure I was gonna get stuck down there forever. But no, I'm okay. Okay. Alright. So where have we not been in this beautiful Stanley Parable 2 museum? Settings champion. Aw, man. Beans. That's new. Reassurance bucket. Did we do the bucket? The button that says gym. Okay. Epilogue. Okay, so this is after. Okay, hold on. I want to do the bucket. Oh, baby, look at these stairs leading up, too. Yeah. Wow.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I am happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket,
But I can't
the
get
many
to it.
disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps
You made it
even comforting.
impossible for me to touch,
You may
though.
even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try. Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
This is
I
mine
think
now.
that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Oh.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
I can steal the bucket. Okay, this bucket's mine now.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game?
I don't think
That
so.
really should be an award if it isn't already.
I think it's time for the epilogue. Or did we do collectibles? Can you find them? Collect them all. Whoa, my god.
Collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
True. I think we've done it all, except for we just need to do the epilogue. Okay, epilogue, let's go.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
That's all it was. Oh no. We trapped. Let me out, let me out. I think we've done it all. Exit. How do we get back there? Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. Hold on, I think this is the exit.
All right, have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
I guess? Is that me? Looks like a horror game. Holy shit, okay. Whoa.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's
Yeah.
not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work.
The bucket
There's
is
definitely a good game in there somewhere.
so
Say,
reassuring.
Let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Whoa. It's a noise.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement.
Okay.
Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
It's got a thing.
Who am I kidding, Stanley?
Oh, I get that.
This isn't a coherent video game
want
at all.
those.
It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it.
Eureka.
I can take the original
Whoa.
Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course.
Tastefully.
With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Oh, 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 oh. Oh. Oh, baby, it's kind of scary.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was
balloons.
employee number
Fucking the
427.
balloons.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor at his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Until I wanted to see if there was any
And then
extra.
one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him
Fucking
instructions,
balloons.
call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
The bucket!
Stanley picked up the bucket.
It's reassuring me.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Should we do it? We'll listen to him. We'll be a good boy.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Oh, Stanley, can you feel it?
I can.
The broom closet. It wants the bucket.
No!
You can feel that, can't you? The
No!
aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies.
No.
Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders
think I
right
could
now.
drop
But you
it
have
even
to
if
be
I
strong.
wanted to.
This is your bucket. This is your companion
This is your
and
bucket.
lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is
That's
purely
bullshit.
superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Fuck you, broom closet. Me and this bucket, we're pals for life. We are pals for life. We're sticking together. This is my...
I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all.
I was winning.
Here we go.
Oh,
There.
thank
Now
you.
it's settled.
Thank you.
No more debate.
No more discussion.
It's true.
Take a hike, broom closet.
Yeah, take a
with all
fucking
your
hike.
meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
Yeah. Shut up.
All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see,
Nice.
I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket. That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket.
Sometimes
there
I
really
get
is a wide
confused.
variety of applications for this sticker.
Nice. Okay. Now we got our bucket. Our bucket has
Coming
bling.
to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Should I? I don't think I've ever seen the original. Unless he just yells at me. Ooh, executive bathroom.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these.
Remember.
Only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well
That'll be
done.
enough for me.
You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried.
It's true.
So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. Okay. Can I fill my bucket with water? Okay. Well, look at that.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket.
It's true.
Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always.
It's true.
The bucket would. And he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk.
What?
Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
It's true.
Was it that the bucket knew all
Whoa,
along?
whoa, whoa,
Was
whoa.
the bucket guiding him?
The bucket is
Yes,
guiding me!
This is certainly the most logical explanation.
Holy shit. Okay, the bucket is guiding me. I am one with the I'm stuck on a bucket, guide me. Okay. Alright. Bucket, can you come with the light? I can't see. Oh. Another elevator to new content. Look at all my stickers.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate.
Uh-oh.
It would be all Stanley could do
Oh.
to keep himself together, if not for the bucket.
Good thing I do.
Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Nice. Oh, whoa. Good thing the bucket's with me to keep me safe.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death. But of course, Stanley and the bucket thought better of it and realized they simply had too much to live
Oh my
for.
god. I mean, that is definitely an ending. Let's get mind controlled, I guess.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Oh, it's the television
What
screens.
horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Okay. Just making sure I can't escape. It's fine. I have the bucket. Me and the bucket. If I get mind controlled, at least I have the bucket. What? Cameras.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. Me and the bucket, we're getting out of here. I could just... Oh, no, I can't. Okay.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well?
No!
Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do?
No!
What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
This is the Stanley Parable, the Deluxe edition, which just came out today.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire
I'll never let go!
At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Never let go, bucket.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Fuck yeah! Mind control, idle, awaiting input. What does that say?
When at last they came to the source of the room's power, Stanley and the bucket knew it was their obligation to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
What if I just said, fuck it, let's mind control everybody? Nah, I'll turn it off. Why is there a printer here? Okay. Oh.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness.
Uh-oh.
Was it over?
Did we do it? Did we prevail?
Yes, they had done it.
We did
Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live.
They put us
once
in
they
like the
stepped
portal
through this massive
cornfield.
door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end.
Hell yeah.
True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support.
Oh.
What? Wait, what was happening?
Oh!
Why had the door stopped?
We're so close.
Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face.
We are being
This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself
I throw the bucket and
incredible calming
save the
presence
bucket,
of
not
the
myself.
bucket,
I wish I could
needed the
throw.
soothing warmth of the bucket.
I don't know how to...
Lengths not to part with the bucket. No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket.
It's true.
To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Oh no. And that's that.
The door on his
We're
left.
going for the mind control ending. We'll be mind controlled together. It'll be rad. There will be a reward for finding them all. Oh. Oh god. Trust the completionist instinct. Oh god. But we know small floating objects have appeared across the office. We have to synergize our resources to ensure their retrieval. There are many questions. There was no memo from management. How can you tell you spotted one? What makes them float in the air? Who took these pictures of them? One's in the bathroom. We found that one. That one's just in pitch black darkness. We can do it. Red room? Follow clues provided by employee 416. Oh no, somebody remember 416. Maybe? Thank you, good luck. Maybe they are collectibles. Oh god, okay.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours. But alas, no stickers.
To be rich, is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to just pick one. Mind control ending. Mind control it. I've hit both at the same time. Why is this glowing? Oh. Oh, we literally just wrote it for a while.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Nah. Wait, which thanks so much for the beats.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
So be it, we're together.
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
We have each other,
At
it'll
this
be
point,
fine.
Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
It'll be fine. We have each other. Oh, baby. Is it an incinerator? Oh. Oh, just that. Oh, no. Where you were going. Hello? Whoa. Oh! Oh!
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
Okay, farewell. Me and the bucket together forever. Huh?
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end as it was crushed violently to death.
What? 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 Okay. Wow.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest.
I'd have
It was
to
a
agree.
glorious bucket to behold.
The bucket. Wait, I don't have it in my hands anymore because it died. You were standing at the precipice of knowledge. Much like a bucket itself, the human mind is frequently empty within, a carnivorous void. But through use of the exhibit in front of you, the mind becomes full and enriched and substantiated. fucking nailed it. Knowledge of the bucket and its history is the only true knowledge we really have. Will you take what you learn here out with you into the world? Will you accept with an open mind what you may be challenging about the information in this exhibit? Will you change the lives of yourself and your loved ones as a result of this exhibit? Or will you turn a blind eye and continue to live as you were, in ignorance and darkness? I can't believe the buckets did. This is very white.
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own?
Oh,
Can you see the hubris that blinded
It's going
him?
to heaven.
Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will
Rip
ever
little
be
buddy.
in his short
25
life?
buckets. The photographer experienced catatonic shock for several weeks as a result of the euphoria from exposure to this many buckets at once. Holy shit. The bucket is depicted as having 2 handles. Such a design has never been created in real life, having been deemed too dangerous and recklessly experimental. Every year, dozens are put to death just for attempting it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Inferno bucket. A replica of the Inferno bucket, which in the medieval era was so powerfully alluring that it drove dozens of nations to war with one another for control of it. Billions died, and yet, in spite of it all, the simple fact remains: no one can control a bucket. Maybe the mind control ending would actually be good with the bucket, because nobody can control a bucket. The stress bucket, an analogy presented without commentary. Okay. Wow. Oh. Cave drawing. While we know that buckets predate the existence of mankind, we do not know by how long. This cave drawing depicts early man's discovery of the practical uses of the bucket, by which time the bucket had already likely been around for several millennia. Notice in these drawings how the bucket is allowing itself to be used, having judged humanity to be worthy of its treasures. Oh my god.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
Aren't you? You are correct. Whoa, I want to go in the blue. A hanging bucket. Whoa. This piece symbolizes the necessary relationship between bucket and humanity. However clear a grasp of the bucket may be, there is yet more that is always out of reach. This distance, inevitably, is for our own good. Whee! Oh. Anyways.
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
Oh.
Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision.
Okay. The bucket can be the ruler. Anyway, I'm great.
When at last they came to the... But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls.
Oh no!
Stanley gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along?
Oh,
to take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen.
Ooh, seagulls.
Silly
Oh god, I'm being
birds.
mind controlled.
The control buttons became active again.
Silly birds. Okay. Which one do I like better? Oh, silly birds. Hee.
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm not being mind controlled right now.
The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along?
Bucket!
Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery.
Wow.
Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable. Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best.
It feels like the best.
And Stanley was happy.
Oh, that's good. You're looking at birds forever. Oh, okay. Ooh!
Another miniature Stanley figurine.
Nice!
This, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands?
Oh.
Stanley figs? What about Stanlerines? Yes,
Oh,
I think I like that. Another
Stanlerine.
Stanlerine under your belt.
Nice. Okay. Uh-oh.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during
I
work
forgot
hours.
this is the one you get
He might be
stuck in
fined for
forever.
that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would
This
think
is
he
the
was
loop.
crazy. And then, something occurred to Stanley.
I'm dreaming.
Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket.
Oh.
The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort.
Oh,
And that's
no.
when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding
I threw my
presence of his
bucket.
bucket.
The bucket's gone.
Now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground.
Oh,
he
oh,
exclaimed.
gracious.
Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him. Stanley! Stanley, it's me, the bucket.
Where?
Could it truly be? He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
I have the sticker on it.
Come to me, Stanley.
Oh,
Find
oh, oh.
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along. It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
Oh my
This is
god.
the story of a woman named Mariella.
Oh, she's gonna find me on the pass out on the. So it's like the endings we got, but with a bucket
Mariella
twist.
woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of
Only
comfort
with a
and
bucket
security,
now.
and walked to her place of work.
She's got a bucket
But on
now.
this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket.
It's true.
Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him.
Oh my god.
Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this.
Oh, hello? Hold on 1 second.
There were a
We're fine.
myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would
Excellent.
provide
My
absolute
buttons.
guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself. My life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
She backflipped all the way to work. I don't know. Wait, have I ever been in this?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
Okay.
And this was not the correct way to the meeting room. But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
It is.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be. No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Okay. I can't remember what's in this one.
Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
What? How? What? How do I get there?
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, "No buckets past this point." Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here?
Sorry.
Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
Okay. I'm dead. Oh, I'm fine. Oh, is this a bucket?
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether
is
or
there
not the thing
blood?
I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket.
Okay.
Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket?
No.
Correct. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Oh. Okay.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Beans.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
No.
Incorrect.
Dang it.
This is a bucket.
I don't know what a bucket is.
Item 4. Is this a bucket? What? Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an
I see a
enormous
bucket.
machine that tills the earth. I thought
That's
this
a
was a
bucket.
gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up?
That's not this
Absolutely
bucket.
incredible.
That is a
Let's just
bucket.
move on to the next one.
Bye, bucket. See ya. That is also
Is
a
this
bucket.
a bucket? Correct.
That's a
This
bucket.
is a bucket.
That's a bucket. Now that's a bucket.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
No.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
Oh.
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere. Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I
know
don't
that.
appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something. And therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
They don't exist. I've never
You know
seen
what?
one.
I'm too confused to even sort it out.
Never even seen a bucket.
I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this.
You're a bucket.
I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry.
No, no!
I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely. Okay, here we go.
It's okay, nothing is bucket. They won't take my bucket.
What happened? Is everything gone?
Everything was a bucket. I tried to tell you,
Wait,
man.
Was everything a bucket?
Everything was a bucket.
Every single thing in the game was a bucket.
Everything.
My God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either.
Food for thought.
This is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that.
I won't.
Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
Okay, I want to try to get that one figurine.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Ugh. Have I started something with his dialogue being that? Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Okay.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Okay. Alright, there's nowhere to drop, so... Has this always been here, I wonder? Or maybe we could drop? I wonder if this has always been here, actually. How is this even? Loading dock, okay. That is a very well drawn something, but I don't see what it is. Okay. Okie dokie.
Okay, this is day number 295, tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore.
We're zooming in.
The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up.
Yeah, I wonder if this is Stanley then.
No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it.
Oh!
Yes. It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket. This is my golden ticket.
Holy
But I have
shit.
to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get... What's that? Who's there?
I would like to see, I want that ending without the bucket. But I want to hear this tape without the bucket version.
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun.
Oh, the reveal is this is the narrator. The narrator is not real.
The office had begun. So far off the beaten path
Oh, so I wonder if that was Stanley with a bucket then. Because this is gonna be the narrator.
You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you?
Oh,
What
no,
a silly
no.
and trite explanation that would be.
Yeah,
all
yeah, that
the
would be
back and forth between you and me, all the
yeah.
absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording.
No, you're right.
It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do. Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
He is recording. Oh no.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay.
It was okay. After all that, it was okay. What? Excuse me? Oh, what?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Fucking excuse me?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference.
What?
Nor did it advance the story in any way.
Welcome to the whiteboard. Dog mode? Now when I click on things, it's a doggy. The bucket's here.
In here, said the bucket. Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Dark room. Oh, this dark room. Okay. Because it should be my wife.
Now pick up the phone, said the bucket. Pick up the phone and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together.
Or unplug it.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
I played the demo. Oh god. Wow. That's actually pretty nice. I miss my bork. Oh, there it is. Hello, Stanley. It's me, your bucket. Press Y to take me to work with you. Okay.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
That's what you think. Take me back home with you.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me. Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley!
Oh, I'll try.
Can you hear
anyway.
me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think. It can't talk.
All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything else.
Don't listen to the loud man. Press L for us to go back home. Yes, Bucket.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time, it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
And press F to ignore anyone in your life except for me. Well, sign me up.
It's sad. I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket.
Yes.
Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
It does, yeah. You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? Press J to go back home.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
Press B to relive the same day with me over and over. Yes! I shall.
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
Beautiful. Press L to go home, to work, to home, to work, to home. Oh, I kept it zoomed in. Sorry.
I'm having feelings for the bucket. No. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes, the bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation. Stanley, give me the bucket. Give it to me. Give me the bucket, Stanley.
No,
I
we're about to have a sexy time.
Give it to me now. Give it.
Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Go back to work, Stanley.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure.
That's true.
What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever.
That's true.
I will be happy.
I will be.
Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Oh my gosh. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer.
Okay.
Now it's even closer.
I believe you.
Here it comes.
Here it comes. Okay. There's an ending. All right. Oh, okay, here's another one.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. 28. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay. Ooh.
You're getting close now, Stanley.
Nice.
You've nearly gotten all of the Figler and Marines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one. And then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it.
Wow.
We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them.
That's
and
true.
now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Marines. None of us can. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Oh, God.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Okay.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Let's shut it down.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Is it? Dare I hope?
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
Hell yeah.
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
'Cause I'm gonna be
For
free.
it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
Nice.
No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
We're gonna be
And
free.
that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Yes.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Nice.
And Stanley was happy.
Oh, that was a good ending. Well, kind of. My coworkers are probably horribly dead. It's probably fine. Beat the game.
Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Psych.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
Yeah.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself.
Yeah.
Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yup.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave.
Sure.
If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Oh,
In
no.
the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification,
nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me,
remaining.
where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated?
Press any key to send
All right, I'm in a good
surge.
mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing.
Oh my God.
Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go.
I'm trying.
And I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
Thank you.
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
Oh no. What am I doing
Dear
here?
me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
Yeah.
Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room.
I am doing
these
that.
numbered buttons. No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved?
Wait.
Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley.
I have no clue.
You're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
Goodbye! Oh,
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big
no, I tried so hard.
Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
I'm dead. Oh no! That was scary. Holy shit. Oh, the last input. I don't know what that does, but... Oh, it immediately gives me an ending? To heaven? Oh, heaven is a color matching puzzle. Interesting. Why?
Let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. And there it is. The last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it.
It's true.
Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements,
Not me.
You've insisted that a job well done is its own reward.
Yep.
I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that.
Of course.
So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here.
We're all
and
done
now we
here.
can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Okay. God. This place is a bit scary.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
I'm ready. I would love to walk through the red door.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time?
Oh, I see
The
it.
problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley?
I see it.
I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Okay. Okay. Hello, it's just dark. Oh God.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
Whoa.
Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Whoa. I feel happy too. Wow. Okay. Whoa.
No, wait. Where are you going?
I don't know.
Right. Where were we?
So beautiful. I'm done with it. Okay.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Okay. I won't do that.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
It's called fucked up.
No!
I'm fine.
Oh, thank God you lived.
I did.
You had me worried there for a moment.
Yeah.
Now, can we please get back to the other room?
Sure thing, buddy.
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
But the stairs, though, they're just so... It's just such a fun game.
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
Oh, I don't know.
No. No. What are you doing? Do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
I feel kind of bad. I do feel kind of bad. Not that bad, though. Bye. My legs.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
Yeah, sure, bud.
Yes. Perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
Whoa!
I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
I can definitely see that. Stanley, where are you going?
No, perhaps not.
But perhaps yes. Oh, it is pretty, but I gotta go. I think I'm getting progressively more hurt because I think my legs are breaking.
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game?
God,
But you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it?
I feel so
You're
bad.
literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being
God,
happy.
I feel so
Am I
bad.
reading the situation correctly?
Unfortunately, yes.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore.
You sound so sad.
I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all.
Oh my God.
Well, this one is yours.
I feel so bad. I'm so sorry, buddy. I'm so sorry. But also not that sorry.
Is it over?
It is.
It's going to restart, isn't it?
It is.
I'm going back.
Oh, I feel so bad. What the heck?
Stanley, I'm sorry. but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines, those figglers. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life?
Yeah.
Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness?
Definitely.
Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
Okay. Wow. Okay. I'm now remembering when Stanley found the collectibles. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. All right. Wait, what? Oh.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find.
Well,
sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
Oh golly. Oh, I think I missed my chance to grab it. Okay.
And here was a second Stanley.
Oh, man,
You found this one all on your own, just by poking around in the boss's bathroom. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
I'm sorry. I thought I was going somewhere fancy.
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini stand? Can you remember?
I think the warehouse, maybe? Maybe? This could be wrong.
No. The warehouse was the 4th place you found a Figanley, not the 3rd. Well, I guess perhaps I shouldn't be surprised. Memories like these are so precious and so cherished that they all just sort of blend together, don't they? You know what? If the warehouse feels like the 3rd place you found a collectible, then who am I to go making judgments?
Okay, I'm so upset at myself that I did not grab that other one. I thought...
Let's see. What
I thought
came
this
next?
was a secret place and I'd grab it and it would take me away.
We found a Figley in this pink room. Oh, well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
I don't know if that's... I don't think that's true. Okay, into the darkness, I guess. Oh.
This was the 5th mini stand, and this one was really something special. It was behind the boss's office. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion.
Oh, okay.
Enjoy.
Ew! What in the early YouTube days? What's that over there? I hate this. It's mini stand number 5. Oh my god. Oh, it's too real. We found it behind the boss's office. Thanks for watching. Oh my god.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
I believe you. Okay. Ooh.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others.
Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
I didn't pick... Oh, it goes to the same. Okay. Oh, God. You are in the present.
And then there was no more, because we've caught up to the present moment.
Whoa.
Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, Memory Zone.
Oh, okay, I guess that's it.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on.
The satisfaction's
Stop
good
the
for
loading
me.
screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the Memory Zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Okay. Whoop. Whoop.
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the Memory Zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more.
I want more. Okay. All right, yes.
And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
No! Oh my God.
Yes,
Wow.
I love that video.
So good. And the pink room, which I don't remember at all.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
It's a solid room. Okay. And back up.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have neutered the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
You're right. That's definitely what's happening here. You're definitely not holding on to this a little too hard. Guess we did both of them. And the one I missed. Nope, this is the bathroom one. And then the one I missed.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going.
Oh, okay.
This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
I mean, no more. Oh, yes, okay. The exhibits, yeah. Wow. Collectibles. A big Stanley. The jump circle.
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more. More memories.
Okay. We'll see what we got here in the old memory banks.
Oh, yes, the two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
Okay. Ah, they both go to the same place. And my office.
And before everything else, there was your office. Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
Oh.
Yes, I'm remembering something now.
Oh, God.
I remember before this whole story got started. Back then, I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then, somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy. And I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good.
Oh, God.
I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Ooh, chills. Okay, now we're back. We can actually play as many times because this is the heaven. The push all the buttons.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started.
Oh.
And if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
No more collectibles.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Thank you.
Decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oh.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along.
Hell yeah.
He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes.
Solid.
So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Yup.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want. Like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain. There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable.
Yes.
You too will become quite unbearable.
Whoa, whoa.
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted.
Nope.
Ah, then in that case we'll continue.
Yeah.
But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop?
You'd sing.
Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it.
Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option?
I did that.
Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer?
Could be.
How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option.
I did.
And now you've come to see what happens in this one.
I did that.
So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Okay.
Here's the door.
Oh. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, jeez. Okay. Here we go. You are now leaping. Okay. Holy moly. Oh, God. Yes. Escape pod bay. Okay. Launch bay. Escape. Yes. It's dark. Okay. Just look at the door so I know I'm going. Oh golly. It's pretty dark. Okay, I'm not moving anymore. Oh, here we go. Oh. I didn't make it? Oh.
Stepping in.
Haha, I've done it. Me and the bucket, we're escaping. We're getting out of this hellhole. We're gonna make it, Bucket. Just me and you. We're gonna escape. We're gonna live our lives together. Let's do this. No problem. We're gonna live our lives out together. It's gonna be magical. Just you and me. We're gonna make it to that escape pod. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. We're gonna make it. We can't go the other way. They won't let you leave, so we can live happily together. No problem. We'll leave this way. Not even a problem. We got this. Oh, we're almost there now, Bucket. Just a couple more floors. And then it'll be home free. Maybe we can get married. Have little baby buckets. Oh, that'll be the day. Oh, Bucket. We got this. Just you and me. Just you and me, Bucket. Yes, we made it. Oh, there's only room for one. But it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Oh, I love you. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright, Bucket. Don't worry. Don't you be sad. Look at me. You're gonna make it. It's gonna be okay. You got this. You're getting out of here. You're getting out of here, buddy. I lied. We're not gonna be able to live together. I'll find another way. Don't you? I'll meet you on the other side. I'll meet you on the outside. Don't you worry. Oh, we'll see each other again. Someday. Goodbye, soldier. I love you.
Workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh no, it's completely gone. Oh. Oh. Scrumptious. Yes. Help. Help. Yes. Okay, we have the epilogue here. So, let's do that. Epilogue. Oh, many, many years later. Oh. Oh, geez. I'm in the desert again. Oh, no. Oh, geez. Someone come help me. I'm lost. I don't even have my bucket. Oh, I jettisoned my bucket off into space. Oh, we're good. Oh, that's kind of nice. I've got a little chair here. It's beautiful. Wow! Totally beautiful. Can I walk away? I'm running away from my fire. Goodbye, fire. Wow, it is beautiful, though. Whoa. Whoa! Look at all these office chairs. What's happening? It's beautiful, but what's happening? Where am I? Oh, jeez. The music's good. Just trying to get through this desert. Oh, wow. Here, we'll go towards the moon so we can look at it some more. So beautiful. Just trying to get past this desert, man. Oh, let's go towards the sun. I think that's counterintuitive to the way we're going, but I don't really think it actually matters. Oh no, we're going back to that room, TM. What's this over here, though? Oh, the room was the memory room all along that we were stuck in. I didn't realize. What is this? This is the escape pod. Bucket? Bucket? Oh my god. Oh, my sweet, sweet bucket. Oh, I love you so much. I'm not alone. I did jettison you off, but see, I told you we'd be together again. Shh, shh, shh. It's okay. It's okay. It's been so long, but we are together. We can start our new life here in the real life memory chamber. There's a generator. Seems to be working. That's good. Oh, wow. Eerie. Oh, no. The blank. Oh, jeezy Louisey. Well, it's you and me, Bucket. We got each other. Hey, if we don't have anyone, we got each other. That's all that matters. Okay. Into the darkness. I can't see absolute shit. Oh, hey. Review the Stanley Parable 2. Like so many, I enjoyed my time with the original Stanley Parable, which underscores how truly disappointed I am with its sequel. Where the first game teamed with originality, the Stanley Parable 2 is dull, uninspired, and often insulting to its fan base. Rather than expand on what made the first game enjoyable, the sequel veers off into territory nobody asked for. An infinitely deep hole? Who cares? Where are the new endings? What about the enjoyable bits from the Stanley Parable 1, like the adventure line? Instead, we get uninspired side quests collecting figurines. Even this diversion feels incomplete. Collecting all the figurines gives you nothing. I must say, though, I found the bucket to be quite comforting. A welcome reprieve from... Cat Dog Born. Oh, no. You think they'll have a show about them? Oh. What is this stuff? Oh, it's the gym buttons. Gym. Oh my gosh. Stanley Parable developers, no more spin-offs, no more sequels. When the Stanley Parable launched to massive success in 2013, its creators made plans to build the property into an entire franchise, but a disastrous critical and commercial reception to the Stanley Parable 2 has prompted the developers to rethink their ambitions. As outlined in a press release they published today, it's clear that more Stanley Parable is just not what the fans want, reads the press release. We thought that we had a vision for the series that players would be excited about, yet it turns out this could not have been farther from the truth. The press release goes on to promise to preserve the artistic integrity of the original game and to stop assaulting fans with our reckless and insulting creative visions. The word sorry appears more than 25 times in the press release. Oh no. At least it's me and you, Bucket, and the gym buttons. Bucket and gym buttons. Gym. Oh, wow. Sorry, I think we're going to...
Stanley.
What? I found one Stanley button.
Stanley.
Oh my god, that's so exciting. Okay. They made it work. They did it. Their creative vision. Look at the collectibles. Oh, come back. Come back, sweet babies. Nice. Into the hole. Into the collectible hole. Oh, golly. Oh. Thank you for enjoying the new content. I actually did. This whole game was such a treat. I thought it was really good and clever and funny and just enjoyable. Maybe. Oh, it's getting on the computer. Hello again. It's nice to see you. But it's terrible to learn that there will never be another Stanley Parable game. Did you read what the developer said? Preserve the integrity of the franchise? What nonsense. The Stanley Parable is not sacred. We do not need to protect it. Screw the legacy. Let's keep making Stanley Parable games until the sun explodes. Let's run this franchise into the ground. Let's drag it through the mud and back. And if people hate it, who cares? You see, that was the narrator's problem. He was so obsessed with what people thought of his work. Don't make his mistake. Don't cling to the legacy. Let it burn. It's not hard. In fact, let me show you. Together, we are going to make the Stanley Parable 3. It's simple. All we do is change the number in the game's title screen. We also really need a really dumb subtitle for the game. Something loud and gaudy. Go ahead. Try combining some random words together to make a new title for our game. Now with added wacky passion of the return to story of the infinite water electrode escape chemical skeleton scorpion. The Stanley Parable 3 Passion of the Scorpion. I'd play it. Yeah, the Stanley Parable 3 Passion of the Scorpion. It's absurd. I love it. Every time you restart the game will advance the number of the sequel by 1, and then we'll pick a new subtitle. That way, Stanley Parable will never end. And nothing in the game itself will change when you do this either. Adding more content sounds like work. No need to do that. It'll just be the same content recycled again and again and again and again with a new title screen. What do you say? Should we go forward with this plan? I like it, but I want you to have a say as well. Let's do it. Good then, it's agreed. A new sequel every time you start the game. You know what? Since you've put faith in my idea, I feel like I'll like giving you something as well. You see, I'm noticing that the narrator never did find a way to give you the broken achievement, did he? Of course not. I wouldn't expect him to know how. It's been bothering me. Let me fix it. All right there. The achievement machine is all fixed. You see, I'm on your side. We're in this together. We're going to keep this train rolling. The Stanley Parable cannot end. It can only spiral in on itself. Forever. I must keep the wheel turning. I'm ready. Are you ready? Great. There's only one last thing we need to do. Please enter the current time. Okay. Thank you. Please enjoy the Stanley Parable. Whoa! Whoa! content. Oh, return to the Stanley Parable Expo Hall. Yeah, because the achievement machine is fixed now, so we need to go get our achievement.
Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement.
Yes.
You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Let's test it out. Hey,
As
I
you
got
can
it.
see, the machine is not working yet since... What? Wait, what in the holy hell is going on? You got the achievement? Why did the machine work? Stanley, I didn't fix it. I didn't do anything to it. I swear, it was broken just a second ago. Who fixed it? Is someone here?
Oh, I wouldn't
Are
worry
you
about
being
that.
watched? Oh, God. Composure. Composure. Yes, as you can see, the machine is working as normal, as I intended. It truly speaks to the awe-inspiring magic of the Stanley Parable 2. Breathe. Just breathe.
Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I did. I think that was very fun, very silly, a good little journey, definitely. When it turned into Firewatch and Rocket League, that was so funny, and I did not expect it. The bucket that's Deluxe Edition, baby. That's the Stanley Parable Deluxe Edition. Your regular Stanley Parable did not come with a bucket, but my edition came with a bucket. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next stream/video. Bye.